I built up the courage to take the truck down the hill. Going down it wasn't too bad, but I know I'm about to come up this hill and I just don't want to get stuck. Hopefully this won't be a problem. I think I'll try, I don't know, I think I'll try and gun it. I just don't want the whole truck to like sink down. It's in low 4-wheel drive. All right, let's try that again. This was not smart. Not smart. My plan is to detach the trailer, get the truck out, and possibly have a better path over here. If I detach the trailer's gonna slide right down. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but it feels like it will. So I'm going to turn the excavator and basically be a stop for the trailer, detach the trailer, hopefully get the truck out, and come in a different angle, I guess. Theoretically, this is holding the trailer. I'm going to drop the whatever it's called down and drive away. And then I'll have a trailer stuck here and I'll figure out how to get the trailer out later. I did it. So that trailer weighs 3,000 pounds plus about another maybe 2,500, probably 5,000 pounds in that whole thing. So that was just too much for the truck. 6.7 liter. I don't think it was the engine as much as just the tires couldn't get anything to grab onto. Maybe if I had better tires, I don't know. So problem one, I guess, is done. Now problem two is I have this trailer on this hillside. I don't know what to do with this thing. The only thing that really comes to mind is that it seems like there's like a flatter approach here. So it seems like I can possibly go across this way, go across the hill instead of up the hill. There's a lot of stuff in the way, some stumps, kind of create a path right here that this looks better. Maybe I can use the excavator to like push it a little, give it a boost. This is a little treacherous. If I can get to right here, I might have myself a little path And then all I have to do is make it up here, but I think I can get enough momentum that when I get to here, I'm good. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to release pressure on the trailer from the excavator and see if it doesn't, you know, roll backwards. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Let's not do that. Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Hopefully it stays. If it does, I can get this thing out and start building a little path. Looks like it didn't go anywhere, so that's awesome. Trying to solve one problem, I create another, and then trying to solve that problem, I create yet another problem. The track came off, so I know this happens, but it's never happened to me. And now I got to figure out how to get it back on. I think what you do is you pressure on with the arm to lift this side up, and then the track's just, I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I just called my buddy Ben, and he has a ton of experience with excavators and tractors and all sorts of stuff. And I need to go get a grease gun, which I should have had. You're supposed to grease this thing up every other day, which I haven't been doing, shame on me. A pry bar, like a big massive pry bar, and a socket set. When we left our house in New York, I sold all my tools. So I do miss having some tools now and again. I did all the stuff. I undid the pressure grease valve thing, nothing. And then I just started to try to manhandle it, which is why I'm out of breath. And finally, out of this comes the grease. Now that might look disgusting, but is a beautiful sight for me, because what that means is this is getting smaller. The grease makes it extend out. So now that it's smaller, theoretically, I can put the track back on, close that valve off, pack it with grease, and or use a grease gun, and that should solve my problem. Got the track back on. Now I need to put grease into here. You can see all the grease has come out. So I'm gonna get rid of that grease, put the bolts back on, and fill it up with grease, and I should be good to go. Did it. So I'm going to build a path with the excavator, hook the truck back up to the trailer, and go that way through all this. And then the neat thing is I'll be able to come up, loop around, and come down theoretically this way to be able to go, you know, like more like a loop instead of like backing up, which will be nice. And I guess another solution is I could just dump all this out, but that kind of makes me sad because it took me a while to put all that in there. And if this doesn't work, I guess that's the next step. Still trying to figure out how to use this thing, so I got this little path here. And I started to go up this hill, and it seems a little weird making it up the hill. So I'm gonna go around and come down the hill and kind of meet the two together. That was not easier. It was actually more difficult. So I went back up, came back down, and I'm starting to get a rhythm on how to do this. It's basically just trying to make it flat so you're not like tippy. But as I've been running this, it just idled down to low for some reason. And that's the last time it did that, it was low on fuel. I checked the fuel gauge and it's fine. So it has plenty of fuel. So I just turned it off. And I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just try to let it sit and then I'll turn it back on. But this is the little path I've made so far. It's nice and flat. I don't think I'll have any problem getting the truck in and out of here. This might take me all day. I'm gonna take the truck down here first and do a dry run with just the truck and see if there are any soft spots that I need to come and, I don't know, clean up or whatever. My goal today was just to build this path, so I think I did pretty good, but again, I'm total newbie and working the machine, and it's a combination of hand-eye coordination and kind of getting a feel for the slope, both right and left, as well as up and down. Well, I got the truck stuck. I happen to have a 2x4, so I wedged it underneath the tire. I'm gonna see if that gives it some sort of grip so it doesn't like sink down and spin. So I did it, but that was a little scary. So I just did something really stupid. I decided to go ahead and dump this load because I think I just can't figure out how to get this thing up the hill. And I detached the trailer. I don't know why. I could have just dumped it, kept it attached. But I went to detach the trailer and you can see it slid off the block. It was basically going to start going downhill. The chain, thankfully I had the chain on because that kept it from going down the hill. It's now connected by the chain. So now I'm going to dump the trailer, which is a shame, and then try and get this thing out. So I got the wood dumped here, sort of, and it's creating kind of a natural backstop for the trailer. So now I'm going to detach the truck so that I can hook it back up and try and pull the empty trailer out of here. Trailer's attached. Wood has been emptied and I still can't get out of here. So the next plan is to bring the excavator over and flatten this out. I'll dig a tunnel through this hill if I have to. Dug this out a little bit. Hopefully this works. We're about to find out. So that took 5 hours. Trailer's out. The wood pile, unfortunately, is out too. But I learned a valuable lesson. This slope and the soft earth, the truck just can't handle pulling the trailer out of this stuff. So I'm super happy that I got it out. Now I think I'll have a cup of coffee, regroup, figure out where I go from here. Because I don't know. I'm just glad to get the trailer out.